Hey everyone, it's Jack here, TalkNorwichCity back for another video. Hope you guys are all doing very well indeed. Norwich City once again involved in midweek EFL action this week, and earlier today we heard Daniel Farke in his pre-match press conference, and finally we've got some good news. Certainly a more positive injury bulletin. As you all know, about 70% of our team at the moment are crocked, and with Max Aarons limping off against Coventry at the weekend, it looked like it was going to be an even more depressing press conference this week. But thankfully, we have some positive news. Max Aarons will make the game against Luton tomorrow night at Kenilworth Road. How, I don't know. It looked a really nasty one. The tackle was late. It was heavy. And the way he limped off the pitch just looked really bad. And then he was seen in a protective boot and crutches, which I know is always precautionary, but when you have gone to their measures, it always seems quite serious. So to be able to turn that round in 3 or 4 days is brilliant news, because Max Aarons is such a key component to the way that Norwich City play football. As well as that, of course, we've got Emi Buendia returning. He missed a game against Coventry after that red card the week before, so that's good news. Max Aarons and Emi Buendia will be featuring, and then in terms of the other players who are maybe out for longer spells, Emi Buendia will probably be back for the Sheffield Wednesday game, won't be back for this one. Tim Krul's recovery is going well and should be back in the expected 3 weeks that was originally outlined. Kenny McLean was originally said to be out for 4 to 5 months. He should be back before Christmas, which is brilliant news. It's always good to have numbers in the midfield areas. Kieran Dowell will be returning to training at the end of this week. Of course, he's been a long-term absentee, and we haven't really seen too much of him. He scored the goal against Luton in the Cup earlier on in the season, but since then we haven't seen him at all. Todd Cantwell will be back in 2 weeks. Lucas Roop should be back in about 2 weeks' time. Javi Quinter is recovering at Villarreal, and there were no updates on Jordan Hugill. That is basically a full squad that I've just spoke about there. But thankfully, Emi Buendia and Max Aarons back for this game against Luton. And it's an important game, as all of the games are at the moment. Norwich City still top. That might change this evening with the other EFL games going on. But it's Luton up for Norwich City next. I really like Luton. I like the way they play. I like Nathan Jones. I know it didn't work out for him at Stoke City, but I think him and Luton have a connection that can't be overlooked, and he's done really well there. Ever since Graham Jones left Luton, it's been an upward trajectory, and they put together a really good run to stay in the division last season, and since that point, they've been pretty solid this season as well. I think they're certainly strong enough to stay up, and you know, I've seen a fair amount of Championship sides this season in depth, and Luton don't strike me as a team down near the bottom. So they'll be pleased with how this season's going. What they won't be pleased with, though, is their match against Cardiff at the weekend. A 4-0 defeat. They were 2-0 down within the opening 10 minutes, and it got worse. Kiefer Moore and Shea Ojo scoring in the second half in that game. They went for a 4-3-3. James Collins, Harry Cornick and Luke Berry as the three kind of attacking players. I doubt it will be that attacking going into this game. They were up against a Cardiff side who are fairly solid, fairly rigid, now going up against the Norwich City side who are very fluid in their approach. So I can't imagine it's going to be that attacking from Luton. I suspect they'll just be trying to defend for their lives. They don't want to be conceding 4 goals again. For Norwich City, it's once again just trying to get through these next few games. Get through this game, maybe the next game as well, and then hopefully we'll have Tim Krul and Emi Buendia back, and then we've kind of got that core again. But until that moment, you're not going to be overly confident. We still don't have a recognised striker. It was Marco Stiepman who played in that role against Coventry. I'm not so sure if that will stay that way. It could be Poeta that goes up there. Of course, you've got Emi Buendia as a bit more with a bit more depth there now, so that could change. I doubt that much of the rest of the team will change. It's only really Buendia who will be returning. Max Aarons was, of course, involved in that last game, so we'll see. For me, these away games are all about just picking up points. Pick up points away, win your home games, and you'll be up there in the top 6 come the end of the season. There are going to be peaks and troughs in this campaign, and it's the team that deals with them troughs, deals with them bad situations the best that will be up there. And I feel confident that this Norwich City side can do that. The performance against Coventry I thought was good. We switched off at times. I thought Coventry were good. But if we put in a performance similar to that against Luton, I think, there's definitely something up for grabs. I'm not as confident as I would be with a full strength side. Of course I'm not. But I'm still confident. The structure, the system, this is, Daniel Farke prides himself on a system, and it's fairly interchangeable with players. And I think that benefits you when you've got such an injury-struck side like we have at the moment. So really looking forward to it. We'll be back for the watch-along tomorrow evening, going live at 7:30 p.m. Come and join us. Hit subscribe on the YouTube channel. And really buzzing for it. Hopefully, we'll get a positive result. And I'll see you all at the watch-along. Have a lovely evening, and I'll see you all again very soon. Bye-bye.